Hi, I'm Anna Gooderum. I'm the International Baccalaureate Coordinator and Technology Facilitator at an elementary school here in Wake County. And I get the privilege of working with all the students in my building, kindergarten through 5th grade. I meet weekly with the teachers and help them plan their units of inquiry around conceptual ideas such as change or conflict, and help them get the students to understand that there's a world outside of Cary and how to look at the cultures and the different perspectives that students have and help them make connections as much as possible. Technology-wise, I am currently in the master's program at NC State and learning as much as I can, as fast as I can, about the different technology resources that are out there that can help students to collaborate more. An idea that could be used with this particular project is just the connections that can be made, whether it is having them learn to ask questions and seek out that information from their partner classrooms through Skype or through Twitter and through the Google Apps accounts that we've just recently used this year with our students kindergarten through 5th grade. So being able to use those resources and have the students develop their inquiry skills through live connections, it would be an outcome that I would hope to have with this type of project. Some ideas that I have when you think about the Common Core and the literacy skills that students have to master kindergarten through 5th grade. It's not just reading anymore. It's reading, writing, speaking, and listening. And those are critical for our students as they become 21st century learners and really go out into the real world. And so enabling students to be able to research with their fellow classmates, to ask good questions, and to be able to use those first sources for information is important to me. We are currently working on a project that hopefully will happen in March called Read to Feed, where we'll be trying to connect with some other classrooms and bring the other cultures of the students in our building to make those connections and have a final project day in March. And so I'm hoping that this project might actually be able to connect with our Read to Feed idea. As far as prior experience, I have been very fortunate to have traveled to China. We are part of a Confucius Classroom grant where we have a guest teacher who is with us for the last 3 years. And part of that grant allowed my principal and I to travel to China with some other principals from around the United States and to learn about the Chinese culture, to visit different cultural attractions, and especially to be able to visit the schools. And that's what really made an impact on me. I love learning through visiting other locations, and tying education into it is just a passion of mine, and I was able to bring that back to my students when I was teaching in the computer lab by telling them about my experience and having them learn as much as they could through the Chinese culture, and then we continued that with our guest teacher and the cultural lessons that he's able to bring to the classrooms. Lastly, as far as a project with this, I would hope to learn more about Finland. It's a location that I have never traveled to, and I really am curious about their education system. You hear many, many positive things in the news about the successes that they've had, and I'm curious to be able to make comparisons and connections with the teachers in Finland and be able to bring that back to my students and hopefully expand their horizons and learn as much as we can about what life is like in Finland and how that compares to life here in the United States. I'm looking forward to this opportunity and hope that I will be chosen to participate and learn as much as I possibly can.